once again, what's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. Adam.
Nice to meet you,
man. I appreciate your time, man.
Of course.
So I just got out of the gym, and I see this man work in this area, and a good, strong man like yourself.
Thank you, sir.
I want to ask you, man, what has been the hardest times in your life, the biggest challenges,
Challenges come in like different forms and different ways. But the one thing that I would say the biggest challenge is to really get rid of my preconceived notions. Get rid of what I thought was, because a lot of times what we think isn't really, how you say that. What we think is really a matter of your perception of like your reality. But how you say that, like, as you get to know yourself, you get to realize like what really is only what you see. Does that make sense? And
it's how you perceive
things, like the way things manifest in your eyes. And the one thing that I've learned, like my biggest thing in life really is to get rid of what I knew and to understand who I am. And once you understand who you are, nothing can take that from you. There's no amount of down talking, no amount of judging can really affect you, because you know who you are. You've had that conversation with yourself. And if I told myself when I was about 23, I gave myself this one promise, is I promised myself to never live a lie. To stay true to myself no matter what. Be honest. Not only to people, but also to yourself. Because a lot of times we do lie to ourselves a lot. And when we do lie to ourselves, we seek validation everywhere else. And that's the one thing. And a lot of times it comes without preconceived notion. So yeah, know thyself. That would be my biggest advice.
You need to be true to yourself. You have to only let yourself be the one making the decisions, not reliant on other people.
And the thing is, this too, is that there's an African saying that says it takes a whole village to raise a child. But at the end of the day, what everyone is teaching you is based on their experience. Your eyes may see something totally differently. A lot of times, like I said, we hang on to preconceived notions, but then when we go into the world and we face the world for what it is, a lot of times it doesn't match what we've been taught. So you get to recreate that reality for yourself.
Absolutely, man.
So that's why, always take the time to know yourself, because once you know yourself, you actually get to understand people a lot better. So yeah.
No judgments, just perceiving what is in front of you, and only relying on yourself to make decisions.
Exactly. Only rely on yourself. And don't get me wrong, help is good.
Yeah.
It's always good to get like another perspective, another angle to a problem, to anything actually. But at the end of the day, you are the one you're gonna listen to. You can listen to every motivational speaker, you can listen to everybody, but at the end of the day, you are the person you're gonna listen to. So really know yourself, because at the end, only you can coach yourself, really. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. The horse itself has to drink. Yeah.
I got nothing to say, man. I really appreciate your words. Thank you.
Man. Thank you,
from
sir.
From France, this gentleman. From France.
Yes, sir.
When did you move out here?
Moved out here in 2003.
Oh, you've been here. You've been here.
I'm from here now.
Oh, man,
the
weather has got you. You're done.
Man, more than the weather, man. Like, I came here, I read the brochure for the American Dream.
Yes, sir.
I read it.
And that sold you.
And I was sold.
Okay.
And I will tell you this, though. The American Dream is real, but the one thing that they don't tell you on the pamphlet is how hard you got to work. And once you accept how hard you got to work, like once you make it out here, you made it everywhere. That's it.
Except possibly losing, I'll just still give it everything I got.
And that's the thing. Once you give everything you got, you're not really losing. You're learning.
Exactly.
You either win or you learn.
You'll get there, but you'll go through the roller coasters to get there.
The thing is, like I always say, that we need the bad days to appreciate the good ones.
Yep.
We need we need the bad people in the world so that you can appreciate the good ones. Because at the end of the day, it's really all balance. And every event you go through in your life, they're all here to create that balance in your life.
The end
Some
result.
days some days you gotta be tough. Some days you gotta be soft. Some days you gotta be mean. You gotta be firm. But some days
Got to be sweet.
you gotta be sweet. And all these events happens for you to actually reach that balance in your life.
Rebuilding yourself.
It's rebuilding. You know, it's all of that. So, but that balance can only be achieved once you know yourself. Sir,
I appreciate you, brother. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for your time,
thank you.
man.